What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome to episode 2 of the FUT Draft National Challenge. Today myself and A&I Skills are taking France and Spain, me being Spain, him being France, and we're going to go head to head to see who can get the most points in today's draft. In episode 1 of season 2, I picked up 9 points because I'm a beast. A picked up 6 points because he got disconnected from the EA servers, and so that puts me into a nice early lead. So once again, dudes, if you want more of this, drop a thumbs up. We're smashing 5,000 likes on every draft video right now. Let's try and keep up that hype. Would be absolutely insane. If you want to check out A&I Skills, keep up how he's doing. Links are in the description below. And of course, the loser of this series will be giving away something on Twitter, so make sure you're following both Twitters. The rules are quite simple. I'm not allowed to take any French player. I have to take and use every Spanish player. All incorrect decisions within the draft squad phase will be a 1 point deduction. And like nationalities are the only things that are important. So leagues and clubs are not important. Just France v Spain is the only difference today. So I can go for any nation, any league, etc., etc., except for France, which might make it a little bit tricky for me. Let's go with the 4-1-2-1-2 because Spain doesn't really have the most wingers. So obviously I can't take any French player and I have to take every Spanish player. With that being said, there are no French nor Spanish here, so we get pretty much the pick of the bunch. The question is, do I want Lionel Messi or do I want Luis Suarez? And the answer is, I want Luis Suarez. We'll take the Barcelona boy of Luis Suarez and we'll go in for our next round. Come on, give me for birthday Torres, man. Oh, so there's our Spanish player. Damn, I would like that Lewandowski. So I couldn't take Lacazette even if I wanted to. I have to take Diego Costa. Let's try and get ourselves another Premier League player then. Ooh, there's Asensio. And he is who we have to take. Now, he actually works out really, really well because he gets a soft link to both strikers, meaning no matter what happens now, all 3 of these players that are in the team will get minimum of 7 chemistry, which is obviously a good way to start off the draft building phase. Next up, no Spaniards, no French, so I can take whatever I want here, and we are going to go for Team of the Year, Luka Modric. He is an outstanding player in this game, one of my favourite midfielders this year, and there is a Spanish, and I have to take him, and it's Team of the Year, Andres Iniesta, and how amazing is that? How amazing is that? Oh, Suarez gets more chem here, doesn't he? Because of because of the strong link to Iniesta. That's awesome. This team now, Asensio is already on perfect chemistry. Suarez is on perfect chemistry. Costa is on 7. Iniesta is already on perfect chemistry. It's just Luka Modric that needs the links now, which is pretty damn awesome. Do we get a Spanish right back? We do get a Spanish right back. We get Montoya. How about that? How many Spaniards have we got? 4 already. We might end up making a full Spanish squad here. Oh, I don't want too many Spanish players though, because I want to be able to keep some of those dudes in. So no French players here. We'll take Casemiro. The Real Madrid quartet in the, well, not quartet, trio, I guess, in the midfield. Only Costa so far is off chem. Everybody else is banging. Let's get that Felipe Luis. You know it's coming. Okay, so I can't take Felipe Luis. Carol there is not able to be taken, nor is Patrice Evra. Luna is the guy that we are forced to take. Interestingly enough, he doesn't get chemistry because he's from the 2nd Spanish league, not from the main Spanish league. And now we've got some issues because I can't take Mangala either. Brazilian, no Spanish, no Brazilian. We'll go with Font just because of the rating. Okay, so my midfield and my attack is so sick. The Brazilian is going to work here. David Luiz is going to be the ideal man for this spot, isn't he? Vincent Kompany, maybe. David Luiz, definitely. He gets a soft link to Casemiro and a soft link to Font, and that gives him 7 chemistry. And if we can get a Premier League goalkeeper, we get Petr Cech. So we can't take Mandanda. I am actually tempted to take Neuer. I know Cech works for the 2 centre-backs. And I know Navas works because he's La Liga, and we potentially could get La Liga stuff there. But I just want to take the 98 rated. We've got 3 Team of the Years now. This might end up costing me points, but that would only benefit you guys, because if I lose, you guys get stuff. So we get Morata as a Spaniard that we have to take and we have to use. So Luis Suarez is out, Morata is in, but that actually helps chemistry. So that's decent. We'll now have Luis Suarez as a super sub. That's not too bad at all. Next on the pecking order is anyone I want out of this, which means we're going to take 95 Neymar as a sub. No Spaniards there. I can't take Sanya. Neymar is a beast. The 2 Barcelona boys on the bench. Next up, we get Hesse. So we have to take and we have to use Hesse. Oh, shit. That means Modric has to go. No. Casemiro has to go. Modric stays. Casemiro goes. I think that's the right choice. Yeah, because it gives Luna the soft link. Yeah, that's what I like to see. We're going to end up with a full 11 Spaniards. I can feel it. I can feel us getting screwed somewhere down the line. Kolasinac will be picked for the Bundesliga just in case we can. Well, actually, Kolasinac would work. Woo-wee. No Spanish here. Cristiano Ronaldo is ideal. Our bench is pretty awesome. If I put Kolasinac in there, we get more chemistry. Because now Neuer goes up to 7 chem. So that's pretty awesome. And in fact, if I put Casemiro in at centre-back, we get even more chemistry. Because it links with Modric. I don't know. I think David Luiz off chem is better than Casemiro on chem. In fact, him and Casemiro would get the same chem. Right, let's get ourselves now a goalkeeper that's actually going to be usable. Okay, I've screwed up there. No Spaniard, thank God. Nothing doing for us there. It's going to be an interesting squad. Kolasinac at centre-back might not be too bad. Ooh. Ah, Ruiz has ruined it. We have to take him. We have to pop him in. In fact, he hasn't really ruined it. He's probably helped a little bit. Now, if we swap Modric and Iniesta, that helps. I mean, that's not too bad. How many Spaniards have we got? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 so far. None on the bench, right? No, we're good. Our bench is sick. Ronaldo, Neymar, Suarez, and David Luiz. We've got a little bit of everything in the bench. It's just about what we have and what we need for the rest of it. Now, Contral, it's the Real Madrid version. I could put him in there instead of Kolasinac and he would get links. However, Neuer would be off chem. Oh, that actually doesn't even help. I don't know if I'd prefer that. Oh, let me swap those 2 around. That doesn't help either. Yeah, that's going to be where we're at for this one, for now. We'll leave it there. How many? I'm still 1, 2, 3. I've still got 3 spots for Spanish players if we get Spanish players. No more. Come on. Oh, God. That's not what you want to see, is it? Oh, I'll tell you what. We'll pop him in there at centre-back. Look at that. He actually gives... Oh, look at that. Yeah, he gets that soft link to Neuer. I'm going to play this dude at centre-back. Screw it. I'm down for that. We'll take Contral out. We got 95 chemistry. And we still get to keep Luka Modric and Manuel Neuer, and they both got good chem. 7 for Neuer, 10 for Modric. Do not give me another Spanish player game, please. We'll take Marouane Fellaini there. He's not French, is he? Wait, did I pick any French players? God, I hope not. No, I didn't. I'm all right, dudes. I'm all right. We've done it right. We've done the right thing. Candreva will be taken as a nice super sub, and then our final pick. There's not even anyone really that I care about here. Don't give me a silver Spanish player. Come on, there we go. And that, guys, is the team. So we're actually going to have a really, really good lineup here. What I like most about this team is that we have a lot of diversity on the bench. Obviously, by way of creative attackers, we have Neymar and Ronaldo, both incredibly high rated with very, very good skill moves, weak foots, etc. For other attacking options, for example, Cam or striker, we've got Candreva and Suarez. For a CDM, we've got Fellaini and David Luiz. And for centre-back, we've also got David Luiz as well, who I wouldn't mind putting at centre-back. I'm going to take Casemiro also. The team itself is quite nice. Only a couple players off chem. Hesse being the worst on 3. Everybody else on basically 10 with 6 and 7. If I can get a Spanish Bundesliga manager, that would be perfect. We get a Spanish. That takes us to 98. That takes us to 98. That takes us to 97. I'm going to take the Spanish manager, I think. So we'll take the Spanish manager. So 98 chemistry, 88 rated. Not too bad at all, dudes. I wonder if I could get this to 100 chemistry, no problem at all. Probably just by putting in Casemiro or putting in... Oh, maybe not. Contral. No, actually, the way we had it set up was just the best. You just couldn't get better than that. That's crazy. That's awesome. But it's crazy. That's awesome. There's no way to get these dudes on more chem. So we have got, guys, Costa and Morata up front. Asensio in at cam. The biggest changes I'm going to have to make to this team is Hesse is going to go immediately to striker. Costa's going to go into... It's going to look like this in game immediately. Right, that's how it's going to look in game. I just feel like that'd be better rounded for the team. And then in terms of subs, Ronaldo and Neymar will probably be my attacking subs, and David Luiz will probably be my defensive subs. I very much doubt we'll see much of Candreva, Suarez, or Fellaini, and almost definitely won't see Casemiro. Even though this is a lot of gold standard players, I quite like this team. The only problem, again, much like in yesterday's draft, is that we have no pace whatsoever in defence, and that's going to cause problems. Luna, 74. Mascarell, 68, and he's off chem at 7 chem. He does still get a minor boost, but only 68 pace. Ruiz, 60 pace, and Montoya, 83 pace. So the defence is really slow. We're going to have to take care of that when we're going into the games. But that, guys, is the team. Let's get into the action. Okay, guys, so as we go into the gameplay, the first opponent we come up against has got a 92 chem, 90 rated team with some very good players. Team of the season, Kante, Messi, and Alderweireld. Team of the year, Suarez, Cristiano Ronaldo, Inform Costa, and Gundogan. Inform Sergio Ramos, Bellerin, and Smalling. And you know what I thought when I saw this team? This is probably one of the first ever times that I've seen team of the season Kante in a draft. I just don't ever remember seeing him. And this takes me back to some issues I was having during Team of the Season when drafting. There is just such limited amount of options when you draft. And that's why I think I like these themed drafts right now. Is because you just get forced to pick players that you wouldn't normally pick. And I kind of rate that. You know, I kind of rate picking players that I wouldn't normally use. Instead of just going for the same players over and over and over again. Anyway, into the gameplay. We take an early 1-0 lead and we go further ahead to make it 2-0. I did concede the third goal, but I'll tell you something, man. Although this defence wasn't the fastest, the attack and midfield was just brilliant. Modric team of the year, Iniesta team of the year, Hesse at left wing, that left centre mid spot wasn't so bad either. Who surprised me the most though was Morata. I know he had a Hunter Chem style on him, but the dude, I just didn't realise how big he was. He's 6'2", he's got 4-star weak foot. With that Hunter Chem style, he's rapid, you know, he's got like 93 pace, and he was just a bully. He literally just bullied people. And you can see the sort of goals I'm scoring. Great passing moves through the midfield, scoring some really, really clean goals. Costa was getting on the score sheet. Morata, Asensio, I think Hesse scored a goal. Beautiful passing move here again into Iniesta. Ball gets tucked away from Modric, lays it off to Asensio, falls back to Luka Modric, into Andres Iniesta, back to Luka Modric, who gets into the space and eventually tucks that one past the goalkeeper to make it 5-1. And there was 9 goals in this game, and there was 9 goals in the next game, and in both of them I scored 7, and that just goes to show how well balanced this team was and how good offensively this team was. Asensio there with a nice little drag back past the defender, gets into the box, has a shot, scores the goal. I think that's his second, maybe his third of the game. I've lost count at this stage, but 6-1. I was surprised my opponent didn't rage quit. It's like I was talking to Bateson earlier, and he asked me, have I been playing a lot of draft recently? I was like, yeah, and he's like, do you get many rage quits now? And I was like, no, not really. Like, people stick around, and he's experienced the same thing, where he's just absolutely dominating people, and people just won't rage quit. And it's not that you have a kind of a right to get people to rage quit. I'm not like sitting here being like, oh, this guy doesn't deserve to play FIFA because I'm beating him by 7 goals, right? It's not what I'm saying. I just don't understand in draft, when you're so far behind, why you would just carry on, really. Although saying that, I would also carry on. So I guess that's a little hypocritical of me. But just in the way that people generally play FIFA, they generally rage quit quickly. Anyway, into the second game we go, guys. Quite a nice team. Team of the season, Mertens, PK, and Oblak. Team of the year, Ramos, Inform, Nainggolan, and Alexis Sanchez. Legend, Mark Overmars. And then quite a nice midfield of Oxlade-Chamberlain and Antonio. Carvajal at right back. Tremoulinet at left back. It's a very well put together team. Other than Oxlade-Chamberlain, who's a bit of a weird one to have in centre midfield, who's not even the worst though. This was a nice team that we came up against, and it was a fun, fair game for the first little while. But as I said to you guys, I ended up scoring 7 goals, and what happened was my opponent got the first goal. You would expect my defenders to do a little bit better there, like Dries Mertens pulling the ball down in the box, unchallenged, gets time to not only pull the ball down, but also get a shot away and score it. I eventually scored a goal myself though, whipping the ball in there. Costa gets ahead on the ball, falls back to Modric, into Iniesta to Morata, and that's what I'm talking about with Morata. Look at that shot, just an absolute rocket into the top left-hand corner. Fantastic stuff. And then we get another opportunity on the half-time whistle here. The ball gets put in. I make that run with Diego Costa. Obviously, I try and make the head with Diego Costa. It misses Costa. It hits Morata in the chest, and it flies into the back of the net, and it did go down as a Morata goal. However, straight from kickoff, look at that, great interception, oh my god, and then through the keeper's legs. Typical FIFA for you, revenge goal on the 45th minute. Others would say scripting, but EA didn't want this guy to win the game because I slaughtered him. At 2-2 at half-time, I made some attacking changes. I brought on Neymar, I brought on Ronaldo, and I brought on Luis Suarez, and they were the difference for me. Ronaldo there with a beautiful McGeady spin, the strength allows him to keep hold of the ball. Neymar with a beautiful stop and turn, gets a shot away, not stop and turn, sorry, a fake shot. Manages to get the shot away, and it flies into the back of the net. And at this point, my opponent literally went all-out attack in the 52nd minute at 3-2 down. I don't know if it was a mistake or what, but he went all-out attack, and it just made it real easy for me to score a 4th. After the 4th went in, the 5th wasn't far behind. We managed to score a good 5th straight after. So here you go, you pick up the ball again. Asensio into Iniesta. Iniesta through the midfield. Great passing play all the way through to Cristiano Ronaldo, who shoots and scores and makes it 5-2. And I was just on form right now, guys. I was just playing good FIFA. I was passing well. The game felt clean. It felt smooth. Eventually, we got a 6th goal. And after the 6th goal went in, my opponent, he didn't rage quit, sorry. He paused the game for the full pause 3 consecutive times. What a goal that was, though, by the way. Fantastic stuff. Yeah, he paused the goal for the 3 full consecutive pauses and then just stopped playing. So I eventually went and got the goal in the 90th minute to, like you can see here, he's not playing, to make it 7-2, which was hilarious that the first game was 7-2 and the second game was 7-2. We did eventually get that goal, and then I ran off shushing him because why not? He wasn't even there. He wasn't even watching. He wasn't even paying attention. I don't know why I did that. It's kind of pointless. But anyway, we won the game 7-2, so 2 7-2s in a row. Ronaldo, Neymar, and Suarez coming on doing bits up front. Very nice indeed. You can see I dominated the match, and we go through to the semi-final. So 6 more points in the bag, and we come up against the best team I've seen in a long time. George Best, team of the season Aubameyang and Carvajal, team of the year Marcelo, Iniesta and Ronaldo. Some other informs in there. I couldn't help but look at that team and think, you know what, if this dude just switched around Marcelo and Carvajal, he would just get more chemistry. And I don't know why he didn't, and it frustrated me a little bit. But it didn't make too much of a difference. I did end up conceding the first goal. Good interception there for me. Fell back to him. Through the legs of one defender. The keeper's not quick enough to get out to the ball. We go 1-0 down. I wasn't really phased. I'd already created like a couple of really good opportunities at this stage. Even though I was 1-0 down now and it's only 10 minutes into the game, I was very confident I'd be able to get the ball in the back of the net, and that's exactly what I did. Ball goes through to Morata here. Morata shields off the defender, gets in behind, waits for the runners, cuts it across. It falls back to Morata. That goes down as a Kyle Walker own goal, but it was the strength of Morata again, the pace, the strength, the physicality on him that allowed me to score that goal, and it wasn't too long before we got the second. Asensio into Diego Costa. Diego Costa gets past the defender, shoots and scores, and 2-1 after just 20 minutes. As I said, after 10 minutes, there could have been 2 goals up already, and then we go to the 2-1 rankings. I did eventually get a 3rd goal here. Great passing in the box. Ronaldo into Neymar. Beautiful roulette from Neymar. Evades Marcelo, cuts that across. The rebound fortunately falls to Cristiano Ronaldo, who slots that one home to make it 3-1. There was still a couple more goals in this game. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang with the penalty there. You can see I got Montoya sent off. I don't know what minute the game is in now. I think the 89th minute, but there was enough time for me to get another goal. Cristiano Ronaldo beats his defender to the ball. I've got options here, lots of them. Neymar across, I think Suarez across. We wait, we wait, we wait. We slot it into Suarez, who shoots and scores and makes it 4-2, and that was the end of that. So 9 points in the bag on this game, 9 points in the bag on the last episode. That puts us up to 18 with yet another final ready to go. So a big set of wins there, 7-2, 7-2 and 4-2. And into the final we'll go up against a 4-1-2, 1-2. Very nice team. And this is against somebody with a guest. So Ibrahimovic and Hazard, Defoe, De Bruyne, Coutinho, Gundogan, Felipe Luis off chem, but still pretty good. Cabasele, not really the best, but Alderweireld in there, and that Hugo Lloris. It is a really, really nice team, and it was going to be a tough game to play, but I managed to get the first goal. Playing against two players, I say it all the time, it's either going to go really, really well or really, really poorly. They're either going to be exceptional and destroy you, or they're just going to be like just too aggressive. The problem is, like, if they both use first man and second man press, what they do is they drag 4 players out of position at any given time. And even if one of them uses second man press, they drag 3 players out of position at any given time. And I was able to really use that to my advantage by getting in behind their defence. You can see their defence is all over the place. We go 1-0 up with Morata, again into the box. Morata makes it 2, beautiful finish, nice pace through in behind the defence, was able to hold off the defender as he took the shot, and we go 2-0 up. One of my biggest gripes right now in this game is the near post corners. I don't know how Ronaldo got that ahead of my defender, but he made it 2-1. But there was still time for a few more goals from me in this game. Yeah, that's right, guys. We did win the final. We picked up the 12 points. Neymar, Ronaldo, and Suarez on again. The ball goes out wide to Cristiano Ronaldo. He just gets some pace past the defender. It saves out Azpilicueta. Quite done for energy, though. Ronaldo gets in behind, squares that to Iniesta, into Neymar. Neymar with the fake shot, the shot, and the goal made it 3-1. And it was again at this stage where my opponents decided to go all-out attack, which just made it a little bit easier for me to get in behind one more time and get the final goal. And I do believe the final goal came from a counter-attack from a set piece. Here we go. Yeah, my opponents had a free kick. Ball ends up hitting my defender. Iniesta steals it, threads it through. We've got Cristiano Ronaldo away. There's no chance the defender is going to be catching up with him. This is the problem again. Look at that. 2 defenders tracking Cristiano Ronaldo. No defenders tracking the runs. We end up getting the 4th goal. This is where the opponents quit. So we get 12 points in today's episode, guys. We got 9 points in the previous episode. We're up to 21 points after just 2 episodes, and I could not be happier. Very, very happy with that. That is going to be the end of the gameplay. Let's get into the packs. Alright, guys, so we win today's draft. What an absolute gold fest. Gold fest, goal fest. 7-2, 7-2, 4-2, and 4-1. Just phenomenal performance from this team. I didn't expect to win with this team, but it played really well. I'll tell you who was really, really good as well. Morata is fantastic. With the Hunter card, 6'2", 4-star weak foot, he was very, very good. I am surprised I won the draft with this team, especially with this defence. We did leak a lot of goals, but the attack was just so destructive that we scored many more, which is fantastic. So 12 more points, that puts us on 21 points after 2 episodes. I know after episode 1, A had 6 points, but he had to lose a point because he didn't use a Portuguese player. What's brutal is that he was winning and got disconnected. So that's pretty savage, but there's not a lot we can do about that, unfortunately. So our reward for winning the draft is 2 rare gold packs and a premium gold pack again. It's not the best prize that you could ever ask for, but likely. Oh, inform! Let's go. It's going to be Criscito. Not bad, dudes. There we go. 84 rated inform. We may profit this draft now, no matter what, which is obviously very, very nice. I don't even think he's the rare card. He is the rare card. So we do get ourselves an inform. That card with a shadow on it would be fantastic for a left back. He's only like 20,000 coins by looks of things, but hey man, an inform is an inform, and 20,000 coins is 20,000 coins. We make some good profit. That's the first special card we packed our draft. I don't even know how long. It's been a long time since we packed anything good. Our first rare gold pack is going to contain Jose Gaia. I think it's Jose Gaia, right? Ooh, there's some fitness cards, a right wing to a right mid. The left back, it is Jose Gaia. Look at me knowing players' names and stuff. Let's go. And then our rare gold pack number 3. Can we get another decent pull? No, we can't, unfortunately. Unless there's something, nah, that's trash. Couple of, oh wow, the CM to CDM and the Cam to centre forward are actually very, very good cards. Vieira there onto the trade pile. That is another draft, guys. That is now, I think that's my 6th draft final out of the last 7, and I've won 4 of them. Yeah, won 4 and lost 2 of the last 6 draft finals, and I've got to the finals 6 out of the last 7 drafts. Can't complain about that. That's just good FIFA. But this, guys, is going to be the end of the video. If you did enjoy it, be sure to leave a like, rating, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. But for now, guys, I'm out. Peace.